morning, Dragons. I'm Tessa Sutilla.
And I'm Zoe Bishop. Welcome to Studio 115 in today's episode of KDGN News.
CSHS Library is celebrating our cozy season with a display of cookbooks from a variety of cuisines and cultures, perfect for trying new recipes and sharing with family and friends.
Stop by to check out these featured reads. Remember, CISD students and staff will be off for Thanksgiving break beginning November 24th.
It's the perfect time to relax and enjoy the start of the holiday season with family and friends.
As temperatures are dropping, our fall sports seasons are officially coming to an end. Let's go now to Kaylin Cashin as she welcomes our winter sports.
Thanks, Tesla and Zoe. With fall sports wrapping up their season, except for playoffs for football and volleyball, there's a lot of winter sports who are gearing up to start playing.
With volleyball officially out at the gym, basketball season is now up and running.
I'm Whitney Gents, and I'm a point guard. We're feeling pretty good. We already played 2 games, so we're 2-0 now. And then we're starting we have a few tournaments coming up, and then we have districts, so we're really excited. Come support. We did good last year, and I think we have a better shot this year winning districts.
Swim and Dive kicked off their season head first earlier this year with their annual Dragon Hunt. However, their actual competition is only just getting started.
I'm Jack Ma, and I've been diving for around 5 to 6 years now. Right now, I'm working on a new dive. I'm leading up a new dive for 3 meters, so it's like a front 2.5 pike, but you come out at the 1.5 and then do 2 twists and then pike it down. And I've been doing the lead up, which is on 1 meter, which is you do a front double pike and then you do 2 twists on the second flip. And I'm just trying to, I'm like preparing myself mentally to like bring it down on 3 meter. And that's also probably one of my hardest dives I'm ever gonna do, so. This season, I'm aiming to win state because my freshman year, I got 3rd, and then my sophomore year, I got 2nd. So it'd be nice if I got 1st this year.
Boys and girls wrestling and soccer are also getting prepared to face competition later in the school year. I'm Kaylin Cashman with KDGN. Back to you, Zoe and Tesla.
Thanks, Kaylin. I can't wait to cheer on our teams this winter.
Speaking of winter, Carol Theater is finishing up on their annual winter production.
Have you heard that it's A Christmas Carol by William Shakespeare?
Let's go to Ellie Colvin as she learns more about the theater production.
Thanks, Zoe. I don't know about you guys, but lately I've been hearing all about the William Shakespeare Christmas Carol that the theater is putting on. So let's head over to Mr. Barb as he gives us some intel into the upcoming play.
Okay, so one, we have the story of A Christmas Carol, the Dickens classic. Scrooge and his transformation from stingy, horrible, awful human being to one who remembers what it is like to be a decent human being and wants to take care of his fellow man. 2, we have the added bonus of William Shakespeare's characters, such as Benedict and Beatrice, Macbeth and Lady Macbeth, King Hamlet, Puck, Falstaff, and a whole host of other Shakespearean characters who are combined into one show to tell the story of A Christmas Carol in Shakespeare's iambic pentameter. What makes the show unique? I think taking a story that we all know and then flipping it on its head by putting it in Shakespeare's language. Using the iambic pentameter, using his characters. It is not a traditional telling of the story. It follows the same story structure, of course, but is not the same story, and so it's going to be a little bit different than what people might be used to. Yeah, lots about this show gets me excited. I love the use of Shakespeare's characters to tell the story and trying to figure out why those particular characters were chosen to fit those Dickens portions. So trying to figure out why Puck was chosen as the Ghost of Christmas Past, for example. And so that was a lot of fun to kind of delve into why the playwright chose each specific character to fill that other character in the original. What is special about our production of the show? So in addition to throwing Shakespeare's language at students who we haven't really exposed it to from a performance standpoint yet, we also threw a totally different style of acting and design at them as well. And we took a lot of inspiration from the Expressionist movement of the early 20th century. So lots of angular body shapes, what will come across as possibly looking like overacting, but is more emotional-based performance rather than analysis-based. And then, of course, the design looks very Tim Burton-esque because Tim Burton pulled a lot from those early expressionist movements as well.
As you guys can see, the theater department has a lot on their hands this time of year. Make sure to tune into the William Shakespeare Christmas Carol Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2. This is Ellie Colvin with KDGN. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ellie. Curtains open at 7 p.m. tonight in the Carroll Auditorium.
For this week's sports update, we're starting off with some playoff highlights. The Lady Dragon volleyball team swept the 36-8 Flower Mound Lady Jags to claim the UIL Region 1 championship this past Tuesday. The Lady Dragons advanced to the state semifinal game for the first time since 2014 and will face the 41-6 Tomball High School Cougars on Saturday at BISD Thomas Coliseum at 1 p.m. for a chance to punch their ticket to the UIL state finals next week. Make sure to follow South Lake Carroll Volleyball on Instagram for state semifinal updates and information. The undefeated Carroll Dragon football team began their playoff journey by hosting the 3-7 Crowley Eagles for the bi-district round of the UIL playoffs last night. The Dragons defeated the Eagles 35-0, advancing to the area round. The boys will be back for more playoff action next week, with the location still being determined.
That's all we have for today, Dragons.
Thanks for tuning in to KDGN. We hope you enjoyed our show today. I'm Tessa Sutilla.
And I'm Zoe Bishop.
Have a great day, Dragons.